welcome to College Sport Check Basketball for this Tuesday, November, what's today's date? Today is the 15th, 2016, and we're going to get right into a college basketball scores and schedule. But first, we'll take a look at the scores from Monday as follows. Villanova defeating number 3, Villanova over number 15, Purdue, 79-76. Number 11, Xavier defeats Buffalo, 86-53. Number 12, Louisville over William and Mary, 91-58. Number 14, Gonzaga defeating San Diego State, 69-48. 19, ranked West Virginia defeats Mississippi Valley State, 107-66. Number 20, Iowa State over Mount St. Mary's, 73-55. 21, Rhode Island over Marist, 107-65. Number 23, Texas defeats Louisiana Monroe, 82-59. Number 24th ranked Cincinnati over Albany, 74-51. St. John's defeats Binghamton, 77-61. Ohio over Sam Houston State, 96-75. UNC Wilmington defeats Eastern Kentucky, 78-69. South Carolina Upstate over Morris Hill, 91-66. Fordham over NYIT, 101-75. Kennesaw State defeats Brewton Parker, 80-74. Central Florida over Nicholls State, 80-56. Charleston defeats Coastal Carolina, 71-64. East Tennessee State over Detroit, 107-78. East Carolina over North Carolina, A&T, 61-51. Providence over Vermont, 80-58. Georgia over UNC Asheville, 60-46. South Carolina State defeating St. Andrews, 93-76. New Hampshire over Temple, 57-52. Old Dominion over Richmond, 64-61. North Florida defeating Edward Waters, 109-73. Northeastern over Connecticut, 64-61. St. Joseph's over Columbia, 85-65. Georgia Southern over Coastal Georgia, 92-43. Stetson defeats Florida International, 82-67. Massachusetts Lowell defeating Wagner, 87-76. Ole Miss over Massachusetts, 90-88. Oakland over Western Michigan, 77-60. Pittsburgh defeats Gardner-Webb, 99-80. Lafayette over St. Peter's, 91-57. Valparaiso defeating Coppin State, 78-58. Georgia Tech over Southern University, 77-62. College Sport Check Basketball. Here are some more scores. South Alabama, they defeat Blue Mountain, 88-35. Marquette over Howard, 81-49. Central Michigan over Tennessee Tech, 86-74. TCU over Alabama State, 98-62. Montana State over Louisiana Lafayette, 84-83. Wyoming over Montana, 73-72. Auburn defeating Georgia State, 83-65. Colorado over Seattle, 67-55. Air Force over Jacksonville, 86-68. Ohio State defeats North Carolina Central, 69-63. New Mexico over Houston Baptist, 95-79. Northwestern over Eastern Washington, 86-72. Evansville over Alcorn State, 82-59. BYU defeats Princeton, 82-73. Prairie View A&M over Fresno State, 84-78. Nevada over Loyola Marymount, 79-64. UC Irvine over South Dakota State, 73-58. Samford over San Diego, 83-65. Texas State over SIUE, 86-58. Pacific over Green Bay, 76-58. Loyola Maryland defeats Millersville, 79-66. UNC Greensboro over Presbyterian, 61-42. Charlotte over Ellen, 100-95. Northern Illinois over Roosevelt, 99-55. Minnesota defeating Texas Arlington, 84-67. Furman over Alabama Birmingham, 84-74. St. Louis defeating Southern Utah, 88-76. Arkansas State defeating Central Baptist, 100-57. Texas A&M over American University, 76-53. Loyola Chicago over Eureka, 97-59. Austin Peay defeats Oakland City, 107-67. Oklahoma State over Central Arkansas, 102-90. Troy defeating Eastern Illinois, 70-67. Texas ranked Rio Grande Valley once again. Memphis defeating them this time, 94-75. Arkansas Pine Bluff defeats Excelsior, 83-47. Arkansas over Southern Illinois, 90-65. Tulane over Southeastern Louisiana, 93-76, and then finally Utah State defeats New Jersey Tech, 93-84. And those are the scores from yesterday. And let's go over the schedule before the power goes out, because we got some crazy weather here today. Some crazy weather out there today. All right, so we had some games this morning. I don't got the scores yet. We'll get to that tomorrow. But 1:15, Dayton and Alabama, ESPN2. Oregon and Baylor at 3:30, also ESPN2. So take a look out for that. Number 25, Maryland taking on Georgetown today at 6:30 on FS1. Monmouth and South Carolina over on SEC. Now heading over to the 7 o'clock games. Number 2, Kentucky, and number 12, Michigan State, ESPN. Also for 7 o'clock, it's Appalachian State and Tennessee, SEC Network. Grand Canyon and Penn State, ESPN3. Iona and Florida State on the ACC Network from the Donald L. Tucker Center in Tallahassee. Some more games for 7 o'clock. Holy Cross taking on number 19 ranked Syracuse on the ACC Network. St. Francis of Brooklyn and number 8 Virginia. That's going to be on the ACC Network as well. Maryland, Eastern Shore, and Boston College also on ACC. One game for 7:30, Piedmont and Lipscomb, ESPN3. 2 games for 8 o'clock. That's going to be Youngstown State taking on Toledo. And then also St. Edwards taking on Incarnate Word. Those games on ESPN3. 8:30, it's going to be with number 9 Wisconsin, number 22 Creighton on FS1. And then 9 o'clock, 2 games for 9 o'clock. Belmont taking on Vanderbilt on the SEC Network. Bakersfield and Arizona on the Pac-12 Network. And then one other big game for tonight, it's going to be Duke and Kansas. Number 1 ranked Duke, number 3 Kansas. Should be crazy. And that's going to be 9:30 on ESPN. All right, good stuff. That's going to do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. This is Manny Allegretta. This is College Sports Check Basketball, presented by Long Island's Community Radio, communityradioli.com. Click the College Sports Check button. Spreaker.com, folks, #sports.